Hey guys, I just wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind for a while now. And it's the word and idea of passion. You hear that word all the time nowadays. People say I'm passionate about this, that, and whatever. And I just wanted to, define passion and explain like what it really is. So passion literally means a nearly uncontrollable emotion. It is something that has weight in your life, because you can barely control it. It's something you're so passionate about that it's hard to control. So people say they're passionate about this, passionate about that, but you can only have so many passions because just again how much weight it has. But I think people get it confused with like a desire or just liking something. Um, so how I define passion is whenever you're passionate about something, it gives you the ability to push through challenges and like go the extra mile and do things others may not see, reasonable. So an example is when I was at CSU, Charleston Southern University, in one of my 400 level communication classes, my business preparation class, we talked about passion, and they said they didn't shine a good light on passion. They said passion is dangerous and you shouldn't base your job off of passion and XYZ. And they use examples like, hey, this guy, he quit his job to go travel because he said he was passionate about it. And when he started traveling, he realized he couldn't pay for anything and he didn't make a plan and he just had to stop and go back home. And they're like, yeah, so he wasn't passionate about it. And I mean, he probably wasn't, but that doesn't mean you can't base your career off of passion. And that's what they were saying. Um, I think passion is a great thing to, you know, relate your career to, because if you're truly passionate about something, it's going to make all of the troubles that you go through so much easier to get through. Um, so another example of like what passion isn't, it's more of like a desire or a want, is when people lose weight. A lot of people, let's say they're 300 pounds and they want to lose weight. They want to get to 200 pounds. Well, let's say they lose 25 pounds and everything's going good, but then they notice like for a week they're doing the things that they've been doing, but they aren't losing weight anymore. And this happens when you lose weight. You hit little stagnations where you have to fight through and do something else, switch things up. Um, but they hit that wall and you're like, well, what do I do? I wasn't expecting this. I thought I was just going to lose the weight. And they get to that point and they're just like, man, I don't think I can do it. I can't give up this. I can't do that. I can't do it. And they give up and they just lose. They gain all their weight back. They don't lose their weight and they don't get to their goal. But that just shows that they weren't passionate about it. Passion gives you the ability to do incredible things. So when you set a goal, you can as long as the goal is attainable. I think that might be A in the SMART goals: attainable, achievable, whatever. As long as it's a true goal, if you're passionate about it, you can reach it. So an example for me is when I was at Charleston Southern, or I guess throughout my entire life, my mom made me make A's when I was little. And so I kind of kept going with that until I graduated college. Uh, and I grew a passion for it. And I cared so much about my grades, and I was willing to do whatever it took to make an A. I mean, apart from cheating, but I would sit up hours and hours and hours and study for things, and just to make the A. And I ended up making A's in all but one class, English literature. Had a horrible teacher, but um, I guess I reached the goal of making A's, and I graduated with summa cum laude or whatever. But uh, it wasn't because I was smart. It was just because I was passionate about it, and I was willing to study how many ever hours and do all that it took to make an A, do extra credit, do whatever it took to make the A. And there were plenty of kids who were way smarter than me in these classes that they just didn't, their goal, they weren't passionate about making A's. Their goals weren't to make A's. They were just to get the degree, which nothing wrong with that. There's no, with what I'm doing now, me making an A in French literature doesn't really help me. If I made a B, no one cares. But so that's just how it was with me. Like it gives you the ability to do things like study for 10 hours straight one day to make an A on your final exam. Um, and I don't regret it at all because I reached my goal and I'm happy about it. Same thing as like if you were a kid growing up watching LeBron James right now and you set a goal to be good at basketball and you're passionate about basketball, you're going to do whatever it takes to be as good as you can be. Now, you might not be LeBron James. He's a freak athlete, but you can be good though. And the thing about being passionate about something is you aren't passionate about being bad or mediocre. That mediocrity comes from, you know, your lack of want to get it. You aren't passionate. Um, if you're passionate about being good, you're going to be as good as you can be. People who are mediocre, they just simply didn't try as much as they could have. And that just kind of shows you the power that passion has. It has a lot of weight to it, and it can control factors of your life. And that's just why I'm kind of making this video, is because people throw around the word passion so frivolously when it diminishes people who are truly passionate about things and accomplishing things and reaching their goals and going through all of these trials and just doing the most to reach their goals that they're setting. And there's people like, oh, I'm passionate about photography, and they haven't taken one class, spent one dime on learning how to be a photographer. They just like taking pictures. They're not passionate about it. They just like taking pictures. They have a desire to take pictures, but there's no uncontrollable emotion that is making them, do the extra things they need to do to be a good photographer. So that's just the main reason why I was talking today. I just wanted to say how strong the word, like what passion can do for you and how it can build your career. And you shouldn't be scared of building your career along with a passion, because, it actually may make it easier to build your career with something you're passionate about, because you're willing to do so much more to fight through the problems that you're going to face. You always face problems. And when you're passionate about something, you set an attainable goal, you're going to reach it if you're passionate about it. I said passionate about 1,000 times this video, but I really just want to let you guys know that and what's been on my mind for a while now. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. And I hope you have a great day.